How are you today? I'm so excited that you'll be joining me as we jump into our Grade 1 Social Studies materials for the week of April 27th. My name is Mr. Crispins, and I'll be your teacher for the next few minutes. In preparation for our work today, please make sure you have your remote learning packet and you have found the Social Studies lesson for the week of April 27th. Let's get started. On the top of your lesson, you should see our objective for today. Today, we will be identifying key symbols of the United States in order to determine their importance in American culture. But let's break down our objective a bit. Today, we are going to identify key symbols. Let's use our vocabulary card for symbols to think about what that might mean. I know that when we identify, we are picking something. I also see on our vocabulary card that symbols mean something that stands for something else. That means today we are going to be picking things that stand for something else. I also see that we will be determining their importance in American culture. I know that when something is important, it is usually really special in some way. I also can use our vocabulary card for culture to help me understand what culture means. Culture is how we live, and it includes how we speak, how we act, or even our traditions. Traditions are things we do all the time and each year. So today, we are going to be picking things or symbols that stand for the United States in order to determine why they are special or important to how we live. Throughout this year, we have been looking at the differences between our local community, our state community, and our national community, or our country. This first picture is a picture of a map. It is of our local community, Baltimore County. I wonder if you know where your school is on this map, or maybe where you live. I lived in Dundalk growing up, and I went to Grange Elementary. And Grange Elementary is right around here where this blue dot is. The second image is of our state community. We live in Maryland. It includes all of the counties in Maryland. I also see the Chesapeake Bay and Atlantic Ocean. They're blue. Here is Baltimore County on our state map. Wow, our community sure got a bit bigger. Now it's time to take a look at our national community or our country. This is a map of the United States. You may have seen one like it before. Maryland, where we live, is in this red state way over here. It's circled by a black circle. Today, we will be talking about symbols that represent all of our states. Let's get started. On your learning packet, you should see a picture of an American flag, like the one on the screen. Next to it, there's a box with a short question in it. It says, list 3 places where you can find an American flag. Take a minute to think about where you may see this flag or one just like it. Where would you see these at? Go ahead and write it in the box. Are you ready? Just a couple more seconds. Okay, so I'm a teacher, and I know in my classroom, right in the front of my classroom, there's an American flag. Did you write down your classroom? What about your school? Did you write that down? I bet there's a big flag outside of your school on a flagpole. What other things did you write down? Did you write it down on houses in your community? Or maybe on different buildings or in front of different places we go? Those would all be really good answers. If you flip the page of your packet, you should see a chart like this one that's on the screen. Do you recognize any of these symbols? Have you ever seen them before? Do you know what they mean? Really? Can you help me match their meaning up with a symbol? On your packet, draw a line from each symbol to what they mean. Let's get started by looking at this first symbol, right up here at the top. It looks like a red light. Have you ever seen one of those before? You have? I bet most of us have. Whenever I'm driving, we always have to do what at a red light? That's right, we have to stop. So we need to draw a line from the picture of the red light to the word red light. How about this second symbol? It's golden yellow and it's in the shape of an M. Do you recognize it? What does this symbol mean? That's right, it's McDonald's. If we ever see this symbol, we know that we can find food. If you ever go on a long ride, sometimes you will see this symbol on the side of the road, showing where you can stop to eat if you're hungry. Let's draw a line from the McDonald's symbol all the way down to McDonald's. This third symbol is really important. It's green and it looks like it has a face on it. It looks like the face is not very happy. Have you ever seen this symbol before? This is the symbol for Mr. Yuck. Mr. Yuck is a warning for boys and girls. It means that whenever you see this symbol and whatever it's on, it is not good to eat and it can hurt us. It means stay away. If you ever see this symbol and you need to touch it, always ask for an adult. Let's draw a line from the Mr. Yuck symbol all the way up to Mr. Yuck. It says poison, stay away. The fourth symbol is one that you may have seen right outside your school. It says slow children at play. If you ever see this symbol, you need to be careful. Children are probably outside playing. It helps warn drivers to just be careful. Let's draw a line from slow children at play all the way up to the word slow children at play. This last symbol says speed limit and the number 20. I bet you've seen signs like this before. It's usually on streets. You may even have one out your window. Do you know what it tells us? You're right, it tells us how fast we can go in a car. Let's make sure we draw a line from the symbol to its meaning over here. We did a great job looking at symbols. Let's take a look at another symbol. In your packet, you should next see a reading about the American flag. It's called The American Flag, Our First Symbol. The reading has a lot of great information about the American flag. You can read it to find even more awesome information about our flag, and definitely check it out later. The American flag, which is this flag up in the corner, is red, white, and blue. It has 13 stripes to represent the 13 original colonies. A colony was like a state. You'll learn more about that later. You should notice that the stripes go back and forth between red and white. It also has a big blue area in the corner. Inside the blue area, there are 50 stars. Each star is a symbol for one state. That means the flag represents all 50 states. It brings together or unites every state as one country. When we see the American flag, we know it stands for freedom. We use the flag in a lot of different ways. Every day at school, we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Do you remember the first line? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I'm wondering from our outcomes today, how does this flag impact our culture or how we live? The Pledge of Allegiance is one way the flag impacts us and how we live. We also see flags outside of our homes, schools, and even different businesses. Now that we have looked at our first symbol, the American flag, let's take a few minutes to answer some questions about it in our packet. If you need to, go back to the reading to help you. First, make sure you draw a picture of the American flag. You will also have to identify 3 facts about the American flag. Facts are true pieces of information that tell us about something. Every fact can be proven. For example, the American flag is red, white, and blue. That fact can be proven by looking at the American flag. We'll see each of the colors. Next, you'll have to complete number 2. You'll need to complete the sentence, "The American flag is important because." Think about why the American flag is important to America, or think about how the American flag is important to you, and then write your answer. The next symbol we're going to look at is the Statue of Liberty. And just like the American flag, the Statue of Liberty has a great reading in your printed packet that tells you so much really cool information about the statue. Be sure to use it if you need to. Have you ever seen the Statue of Liberty before? It is a really popular symbol. I've never seen it in person, but I have seen it in lots of pictures and picture books and even on TV. The Statue of Liberty is a statue of a woman holding a torch, and it looks like a book. She has broken chains near her feet. She's also really identifiable because she has these big spikes near her head. So it looks like she's wearing a spiked hat. And over time, she has turned this bright green color. The Statue of Liberty is 300 feet tall, and you can find it in New York. 300 feet tall, that's pretty tall. That's taller than any building around here. The Statue of Liberty stands for American freedom. The broken chains near her feet symbolize that she is free. Maybe it means that she was once tied up by chains, but now they're broken, so she's free. The statue faces the Atlantic Ocean, showing the whole world that the United States is the light of freedom. Did you know that the Statue of Liberty was given to the United States as a birthday gift? That's true. France gave the United States, and remember, France is a country in Europe, gave the United States this statue to celebrate its 100th birthday. Can you imagine that coming to your birthday party, a 100-foot statue? That's pretty cool. Now that we have looked at our next symbol, the Statue of Liberty, let's take a few minutes to answer some questions about it in our packet. If you need to, go back to the reading to help you. First, identify 3 facts about the Statue of Liberty. Remember, facts are true pieces of information that tell us about something. Write 3 true pieces of information about the Statue of Liberty. For example, the Statue of Liberty stands for freedom. Next, complete number 2. You'll need to complete the sentence, "The Statue of Liberty is important because." Think about why the Statue of Liberty is important to America, or think about how the Statue of Liberty is important to you. The next thing we have to do is to draw our own symbol. So, in the space provided in your packet, draw another symbol that we might see in the United States. Remember, symbols stand for something else. Think about other symbols that stand for the United States. If you can't think of one, draw your own symbol that represents the United States, or what the United States means to you. Take a few minutes and draw that symbol. Let's make sure we accomplished our goal today. Today, we set out to identify key symbols of the United States in order to determine their importance to American culture and the way we live. Through our research, we identified key symbols like the American flag and the Statue of Liberty, and we also learned about their meanings and how each symbol impacts how we live. I'd say today was a job well done. Thank you so much for joining me today in Social Studies. I had a blast, and I hope you did too. If you need extra time to work, you can always go back to your readings to help you. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, This is Mr. Crispin signing off.